Hello, this is Yogeshwar 7000 again, and I'm back with my series on nakshatras. And today we'll be talking about the seventh nakshatra, which is Punarvasu Nakshatra. And so far we have discussed six nakshatras, and today we'll be discussing about people born in Punarvasu Nakshatra. And when I say people born in Punarvasu Nakshatra, means what was the placement of moon at the time of that person's birth is what we generally or generically discuss, because as we know that there are 27 nakshatras, each covers a distance of 13 degrees and 20 minutes in the zodiac, and if we multiply 13 degrees and 20 minutes times 27, it's 360 degrees. So the nakshatras cover the entire zodiac, and all the planets are going to be placed in some nakshatra or the other. But today, or generically rather, when we say a person born in a particular nakshatra, is meaning that where the placement of moon was at the time of his birth. So today we'll be talking about people whose moon was in Punarvasu Nakshatra at the time of birth. Now Punarvasu translates, if you translate it, it means, Punar means re or repeat. So Punarvasu is actually meaning, the meaning of this nakshatra is to be reborn. So that is the message this nakshatra carries. And the distance of Punarvasu Nakshatra of 13 degrees and 20 minutes starts from 20 degrees of Gemini through 3 degrees and 20 minutes of Cancer. So it actually occupies parts of two zodiac signs. One is Gemini, which is ruled by the planet Mercury, and the other is Cancer, to some extent, to just 3 degrees and 20 minutes, which is ruled by the planet Moon. So you'll see the influence of two planets here, or two zodiac signs, Gemini and Cancer. And the symbol, like we've discussed symbols in all our other videos about the earlier nakshatras we have discussed about, is a bow and a quiver of arrows. So the symbol will give us some idea as to characteristics of people born in this nakshatra. Punarvasu means to be reborn. That will give us an idea. And the animal symbol is the cat, which is a very sensitive animal. And the ruling planet of this nakshatra is Jupiter. The nature is Deva, which means godlike. So people born in this nakshatra, you'll get an idea of people who are born in this nakshatra. The presiding deity is Aditi, and Aditi is associated with fertility, because as we know that Aditi was the wife of sage Kashyap, and she gave birth to 12 Adityas, and those Adityas are Vishnu, Indra, Vaga, Twasta, Varuna, Aryama, Pusa, Mitra, Agni, Parjanya, Vivaswan, and Dinkar. So these are the 12 Adityas. So there's a connection of first the presiding deity here, which is Aditi, and the relationship of fertility, because she's considered to be fertile, giving birth to 12 Adityas. And then also Adityas are associated with the planet Sun, so there's a connection of the planet Sun here as well. So there's a degree of royalty associated. So these symbols and these presiding deities and the animal symbols, and the ruling planet is Jupiter, of course, and the influence of the placement of this nakshatra, which is in Gemini and Cancer, which means the influence of Mercury and also Moon, will also give us a hint or an idea about people born in this nakshatra. Now, Lord Rama, as we all know, well, we may not know this, but Lord Rama was born in this nakshatra. So that will give us an idea about the characteristics of people born in this nakshatra. Lord Rama was born in the fourth pada, or the fourth division of this nakshatra, which was Cancer. And this is described very clearly by sage Valmiki in his Ramayana. Ramayana, there are two Ramayanas. One is Tulsidas Ramayana, written by sage Tulsidas, and the other one is Valmiki Ramayana, which is written by Valmiki. And sage Valmiki has very clearly mentioned that Lord Rama was born when the ruling star was Punarvasu. And the presiding deity is very clear in Balakand in Valmiki Ramayana. The presiding deity of the ruling star is Aditi. So he's very, very clearly mentioned that. And he also mentioned that Jupiter was with moon in the ascendant of Cancer, which means we know that he was born in the fourth para of Punarvasu Nakshatra. So here we see a connection of the 12 Adityas which are born, and also since Rama was born, so as we all know that he is an incarnation of Vishnu, so there's a connection here that he is reborn. Vishnu is reborn as Rama. So here, we get an idea of people born in this nakshatra, that there is a connection with the 12 Adityas. And of course, there's a connection with the zodiac sign, the ruling planet, the ruling deity, all of that. So let's see what kind of characteristics we see for people born in this nakshatra. So first of all, they are very good looking and noble appearance because of the royalty part, which is connected with the planet Sun because of the 12 Adityas and Aditi. So that's a very, very strong kind of a symbol you see, or a mark or a signature you see on people born in Punarvasu Nakshatra, just like Lord Rama. And not even just the looks, their thoughts are believed to be very noble, very moral. Like what Lord Rama, you see, he was very moral, very royal, very truthful, very just, very, very obedient to his parents. So whatever, Lord Rama was a symbol of the ideal, what can be the best, the ideal God. So people born in this nakshatra, you can associate again with idealism. So other positive traits could be, very friendly, good-natured, very humble. Lord Rama was extremely humble. We know that. So I'm not just trying to connect it with Lord Rama, but yes, people, because of the influence of the planet Jupiter and because of Aditi, sun-like, Adityas-like, all these characteristics do come into play. Very religious, thanks to the planet Jupiter. Very spiritual. Excellent communications. Why? Because of the influence of the planet Mercury, because this nakshatra spans 10 degrees in Gemini as well, which is ruled by the planet Mercury. Good writers. Mercury is about writing. Again, good speakers, great communications skills. Social. How come they are social? Well, the influence of the planet Moon, which is there as well because it covers some distance in the zodiac sign Cancer as well. Now, what are the negative traits of people born in this nakshatra? Well, I don't have the courage to say anything negative about this nakshatra because of the fact that Lord Rama was born in this nakshatra. However, one of a negative traits which have been seen here, that they lack ambition, and we've seen that in the story of Lord Rama, that he didn't care about the throne. He just left, and he was not ambitious to be a king. He just followed his father's orders and he left for a 14 years exile. So sometimes people born, and I wouldn't call it a negative trait because it's smarter actually not to be very ambitious, because ambition in the end gives you a lot of pain, and the real success is through your intelligence and through your knowledge, not through that drive and ambition to go out for worldly and materialistic things. Anyways, so this has been noticed for by the sages for people born in this nakshatra, so you can call it negative. They can get too spiritual. Now, being too spiritual is also not negative, but you'll see a trait there, people born in this nakshatra, that they can be very, very spiritual. They extend it beyond that than what should be done in the practical world, but you can call it negative. Sometimes too soft, like because of the influence of the planet Moon, he wants to give, and that's because of the influence of the zodiac sign of Jupiter. So you can call it, but like I said, these are positive. If you look at it deeply, these could be considered positive traits as well. It's good to be soft. It's good to be giving. It's good to be religious. It's good to be spiritual. it's good to not have too much ambition, but you can call it negative. The career interests for people in this nakshatra is entertainment sometimes, because they can communicate very well, so they can become great theater artists, professors, because of the planet of Jupiter, their knowledge and their teaching skills. They can become writers and publishers thanks to the planet Mercury here. Spiritual teachers, of course, the great popes and the bishops and the great matadhishas, which are the heads of Hindu spiritual organizations. You'll see there's a connection for people born in this nakshatra, connected with royalty as well, but there's no royalty these days. Royalty is no more in today's day and age. So there's royal people could be born in this nakshatra, and sometimes great scientists, because of their knowledge and their intelligence and their intellect, which have been provided by Mercury and Jupiter. And the good thing about people born in this nakshatra is that success comes to them very naturally, thanks again because of the influence of the planet Jupiter. Because as you see in the life of Rama, he went into exile for 14 years and he came back and the throne was ready for him. So you'll see a big signature here of people, they do not have to go after their ambitions and do not have to go and get it like somebody with an influence of the planet Mars is concerned, that he'll go to any extent to go and get what he desires in life. Here it happens kind of automatically. Lord Rama was given the throne by his dad, but he could not because of certain reasons, so he left for exile for 14 years. He came back and the throne was ready for him, and he ruled happily ever after. So the success part comes kind of naturally to people born in this nakshatra. So this is what I had to discuss generally about this nakshatra. I'm not discussing about the 4 padas or the 4 divisions of this nakshatra, which I'll take up in my next video, because these divisions also will have ruling planets and their influence on the people, their characteristics, their positive, negative traits, their career interests, so on and so forth. But as a general information on Punarvasu Nakshatra, this is what I had to discuss, and hopefully you did enjoy this video. And in the meanwhile, I will recommend subscribe to my channel and check out my website. There is a link below, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.